The film's story revolves around a character from Bihar. He really likes his friend Nikki. He also wants to propose to her, but till now he hasn't been able to do it because he never had the courage to tell Nikki the whole truth. But now he doesn't want to wait any longer, so he was sitting with his friends practicing proposing to Nikki. When he gets really good at it, his friends tell him to meet Nikki immediately. The reason was himself. He had left his medicine open by mistake, and because of taking that medicine, his cat died. In guilt, he sinks into sadness for several days, neither talking to anyone nor leaving the house, and because of this, his world almost falls apart. He realizes that now he has the last chance. Beer gets an invitation from Jan for a party given by Nikki, and Beer understands that he cannot miss this opportunity, so he quickly dresses up well and stands in front of the mirror again. To get a gift, he takes help from the salesgirl and buys a nice little locket, but he was still very nervous. Jokingly, he asks the salesgirl if there is anything here that can improve his luck. The salesgirl laughs and gives him some lucky charms. Seeing this, he laughs in surprise and asks the salesgirl if this really works. On hearing this, the salesgirl's face suddenly turns strange, and she tells him very seriously that whoever has used it, their life gets turned around. Hearing this, Beer felt a little scared but then ignored it. He never really believed in such strange things, but because it was about love this time, he took that stick. Now he arrives at the party. The party was about to end. Beer signals to his friend Jan to take all the friends and leave so that he and Nikki can spend some private time. All the friends understand and leave one by one. All along the way, he wanted to propose and express his feelings, but he was confused. He forgot all the practice he had done. This time he didn't understand anything, his mind was blank. Just as the car starts moving, Beer calls out to her hurriedly. Nikki stops and asks what's wrong, but Beer can't say anything even here, but his eyes speak what he wants to say. Nikki feels it. This was a golden chance. The girl herself had told him he just needed to say yes. He wanted to fix everything, and in this panic situation, he took out the stick he had bought from the jewelry shop, broke it, and made a wish. A strange silence fell over the entire place, and the movie's effects made it feel as if the magic was really working, though Beer didn't understand it fully yet. Beer was about to drive back when he noticed Nikki standing at the gate looking at him. Before Beer could leave, Nikki ran to him and suddenly asked, "Can I go home with you?" Beer said, "Yes, why not? You can come with me home." Hearing this, Nikki got into his car, and sitting inside, she thought about how strange Beer's behavior was. Anyway, he took her home and then woke her up. Beer asked Nikki how she suddenly came to his house. It wasn't in her plans. Then Nikki, crying, told him that her mom and dad were both very sick. Her mom was in the final stage of cancer and might die anytime, and she couldn't. Nikki had come very close to him, and Beer couldn't believe any of these things. He was scared too. The Nikki who loved him so much suddenly had a different behavior, as if she was under some spell. Nikki appeared to Beer and asked him what he was doing there and how did she come there. She pushed him away and walked off, and Beer got confused. She told him that she insisted on coming to his house, and now she was there, everyone had heard. Because she had behaved strangely with Beer at once, Beer understood that all this must have been because of that magical stick, and if that was true, then Nikki did not love him. It was all magic, an illusion, and this illusion. Now he started to think that maybe Nikki did love him. Amidst all this confusion, when he got up and went to the kitchen, he was shocked. He saw Nikki had performed a strange ritual near his dead cat. A satanic sign was made there. But he couldn't say anything to Nikki because she lovingly called him over. Now both of them left together for their work, and Nikki excitedly told Jan all these things, saying that Nikki had stayed with him that night. "Why didn't you tell me earlier that Nikki's parents are so seriously ill?" Hearing this, even Jan was surprised because her parents were not sick. Jan said, "Who told you they were sick?" Beer said Nikki herself told him, and then Jan told him. "And I'm also surprised that she stayed at your house that night because they considered you a brother, and I could never tell you this to hurt your feelings." He started feeling guilty that the girl who didn't truly love him was using the magic stick wrongly, playing with his feelings. He didn't want to do that. Now he wanted to keep Nikki away from him but couldn't. He felt like he was living in heaven and was very happy. Now he took Nikki out for dinner and during dinner asked her if her parents were really sick. Nikki's face suddenly became very serious. She didn't speak, stood up and began to cry. She hadn't spoken much, but her behavior made Beer scared. He managed to comfort Nikki with great difficulty and quickly. Even after reaching home, Nikki behaved strangely around Beer. She even followed him into the restroom, and now Beer found these things strange. Well, both started thinking, and she was in very bad condition. She was acting as if possessed by something, as if something had taken control over her. Then she suddenly took a vase and placing it in front of her mouth made strange. Then she laughed and fell on the bed, and for a moment Beer thought maybe she was just pranking, but his side started finding her strange. Each passing day became stranger than before, Nikki's behavior. Even her smile became very strange now, and Beer was scared by her smile too. Disturbed by all these things, he decided to discuss all this with his friend. It was lunchtime, both were having there. He had a strange feeling that the sandwich tasted very weird. When he opened the sandwich, he found the meat inside was of his dead cat. Seeing this, he got very scared and his heart became so heavy that he even dropped his lunch. Now he realized that Nikki was no longer the Nikki he knew. He realized that Nikki must have been possessed by some evil power making her act like this. Otherwise, no normal girl's mind would. Afraid of all these things, when he returned home, he found Nikki in a very strange state. Strange and poor liquid was around her mouth as if she had eaten something or some animal. It seemed as if she had won something. Beer got scared inside and told her to go freshen up, he would come from outside. He couldn't keep her inside at that time. Days passed this way with Nikki in this condition. She was showing her love for Beer to an extreme degree. Everyone started talking here and noticing everyone was very close to Beer, and seeing this she got angry. She stood up and told everyone that now. Everyone found her words strange. They told her that they didn't like such people who behaved so badly with Beer. Everyone was scared of her words. Even Beer thought that her love had gone far beyond love. After saying this, it wasn't that Nikki left or stopped doing anything. She picked up a bottle lying around, smashed it on the table, and then stabbed herself in the mouth with the broken piece. Everyone watching was very. Beer came home angrily asking her what was wrong with her and why she was doing all these things. Did she want to punish him somehow? In a very strange tone she said no, it was nothing like that. Even then, she was close to him. Saying this, she didn't stop but left from there. After these things, Nikki got angry. She immediately went to the kitchen, took out a big knife and started approaching Beer with it. Now Beer got confused. "We both are here and I will stay with you." Hearing this, Nikki threw the knife away and suddenly her mood changed from violent to loving. She took Beer and went to the room holding his arm all night. He told Sarah everything about Nikki's condition, and before he could say much about the magical stick, Nikki opened her eyes and got scared seeing Beer was not at home. When she came out and saw Beer with Sarah, she got very. And in this madness, she did something both had never expected. Suddenly, she came to Sarah's side and broke the car's windows. While breaking the glass at the standing, she hit Sarah's face on the standing, even. Nikki came to Beer from the other side of the courtyard and hugged him. Now he was tired of all these situations. He wanted to end all these things but didn't find a way. Finally, he decided to hurt. He told that salesgirl everything about how he made a wish on that wooden stick and that the wish was turning against him. Now he wanted to get out of all this. The salesgirl told him that escaping from these things is not easy. Everyone liked it very much. Without understanding much, he bought a subject and told his friend Jan everything about how this stick works and that now he must use the stick for Beer and think that Beer's life should. Instead of wishing that Beer's life would get better, he wished for lots of wealth. As soon as he broke the stick, it started raining money, and seeing this, Beer was broken that at this time. Now the broken part fell and he saw Nikki in the same strange, scary condition. He was afraid and tired of these things and then remembered one last solution. He remembered that the salesgirl had told him that whoever made a wish on the stick, if that person. He put a gun in his mouth, shot himself and died. As soon as he died, his wish got cancelled. Nikki also came out of that magic's power and regained consciousness. After regaining consciousness, he didn't remember anything that. Seeing Beer's corpse lying there, she cried loudly and then looked at her own condition, which was as if she had gone half mad. She kept crying in pain, thus showing herself and Beer's corpse.